Hey, Frugal Rodeo Mom here. How are you this morning? I am a little bit early. I've got a super busy day, but I wanted to come to you with this information today because I think it is money, literally money. Okay. If you saw the title, it was how I cut my horse expenses in half. Now, in saying this, you're going to have to keep an open mind if you were taught a certain way. All right. So I'm going to give you 5 things that I do every year to cut our horse expenses in half. And this is what creates us to be able to do what we do on our life, as our hobby. I'm sorry, I lost the word there. Sorry, like I was having a boo moment. So the one of the things that I do is I bought an acreage with pasture. That is the first thing to do. So we have 5 acres here, and I try never to put more than 5 horses on it. Typically, there's 4 of us, so typically we always try to have no more than a horse apiece. Now, with the other thing that kind of pairs with that, so since we all kind of do the same thing, I try to purchase horses that can do multiple things so we can share horses. If one gets hurt, then we can always share. So there's that. But buying an acreage with grass is huge because even though it costs you, it doesn't cost you as much. So think about that. Buy hay in the summer off the rack. Buy hay in the summer off the rack. A lot of times you can buy it cheaper off the rack because the farmers don't want to handle it. You just maybe go and grab their rack and you put it in the barn. It's as simple as that. A lot of times it's $1 or $2 cheaper depending on the farmer. But buy hay off the rack if you can. Keep your pastures with good grass, and then you don't have to feed hay in the summertime on a regular basis. So if you're not overgrazing your grass and you keep the pastures up, like you keep the maintenance on it, you fertilize them, you top seed or seed or whatever you do, whatever you need to do to get your grass to be good grass, do that. The other thing is keep the weeds down. Keep the weeds down. One way that I do it a little more organically is I keep the pastures mowed, especially in like the weedy time of the year. Because if you keep that mowed off, those plants can't go to seed and then they are better. So it takes a little work on your part. But since I have been continually mowing the grass, I don't have foxtail, I don't have that kind of stuff in there that goes to seed and just multiplies. Do most of your own vet services if you can. That is one thing with the experience that I have learned enough, and I kind of geek out at that kind of stuff, guys. So since I geek out on it, I have to learn everything. I have to know everything about it. I have to ask questions, why vets are doing certain things, that kind of thing. So I have to ask those questions. And I have to know, and I have to learn how to do it, like doing leg wraps, changing my own bandages, all of that kind of stuff. It's all stuff that I have learned over the years, but I'm thankful that I have because I then know how to treat certain things. Like, let's say a hoof abscess. When I know a horse has got a hoof abscess, I just know that I can use a sugar iodine solution. You pack it, you wrap it, you keep them comfortable. And you get that abscess drawn out of there and get it opened up. And then they will be sound. Hay chick bags. This is something that I just discovered in the last 2 years. And I love, 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 love them. And I will put a link to those on my website, which is rondaniehaus.com. So get on over there if you want a link for some money off to try one or whatever. I love them. I get the slow feed bags, but out here, we have no trees because of derecho. Thanks to derecho, we have no trees. So we have wide open spaces. And in the wintertime, when it is windy as all get out, I use those hay chick bags and we put the hay in there, and I don't have the waste. I waste such little hay with those anymore that they are worth their weight in gold. They are worth it. So, in fact, I fill them once a day. It not only saves me time, but it saves me money. So, I fill them once a day. I put hay in them in the morning. And we've also bought more hay bags now. So, I fill them at night. I put them out in the morning. 2 horses, they each get a half a bale apiece, 1 bale a day. Perfect. I set it out there. They eat and munch on it all day long. It simulates the grazing, and it's kept my horses in better weight, and I've had less waste. So that is the one big thing that I have done that I just absolutely love. And I will put a link to them on my website so you can get some money off on a discount to go ahead and try one. But I highly recommend the slow feed ones. Your horses may be a little irritated at them at first, but they are worth the money. Worth the money. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to pop out of here. I don't want to make this super long today, but these are my top tips on what I do every year to cut my horse cost in half. I will get more into this with some more videos, but get on over to my VIP Facebook group. I talk about this kind of stuff and way more over there. All right. You guys all have an amazing day. I will see you all tomorrow.